Okay, well, welcome back to my channel. Um, I am doing this recording this a little differently, and we will see how this works out. But we're just gonna jump right into this. Did I say welcome back? Oh, that's a string from the back of this dress. Okay, so this is Chasing Dallas, season 1, episode 6. Get right or exit left, which just dropped at 1 o'clock, and it is what time is it? It's now 2:17. So I've watched the episode, taking some notes, and we're gonna get right into this. They promised us some bonus content, so I may be back because we're home all day because apparently there's a hurricane outside. It just looks like rain and a little wind, but you know it is what it is. So I'm gonna clean makeup brushes and all that good stuff, and maybe play on some makeup later. We'll see. So, we do the scenes from the last episode. Blase, bloom, bloop, 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 whatever. Nothing really big and special. That pointless conversation with Markel and his ex, and then what's his name? Was it Premier? Premier talk or Aubrey? I think it was Premier talking about his ex and when he passed away and all that good stuff. So we jump right into the episode and we start with Buddha Lee. So glad you're back, beloved. We've missed you. We've all been looking for you. We know we can't trust a big button to smile, but we love you. So we were so happy. Everybody's happy to see you back. So they have this scene where Wuda is training Reese and B King. B King has like this scarf moment on his head. I don't know how he thought he was gonna work out with that thing on, but he seemed to keep it on. They tried to do some jump squats, and it seemed like that would have hindered his process. But I digress. They do some exercise and all that good stuff. Irrelevant to the story. Okay. Reese is rocking his good Fantasia. Okay. Super cute on him. A little short shaped. It's really cute. Of course, when Buddha Lee is in the picture, it's just about his booty and how everybody is fascinated by it. The cameraman couldn't concentrate. B King couldn't concentrate. Nobody can concentrate. All we doing is looking at. He got a don't. He got a don't. He got a don't. He got a don't. Okay. So Buddha has to get up and walk away to speak with somebody at the gym. And so B King and Reese are having a conversation about their goal weights and, working out and, stuff like that. So, Wuda Lee then comes back. They start to have like a business conversation about goals and things of that nature and what they want to do and events and things like that. Reese becomes immediately, he jumps into the mess because he is messy. Capital M, messy. And no, he doesn't think he's messy, but we've already had a conversation about how that's not a accurate self-assessment of who he is as a person. So Reese begins telling Wuda Lee about everything that he's missed from the last two events, from the adult Easter egg and the game night. And he says that Wuda Lee is going to meet Tony Price, but I don't know the timing of all of this, because as far as I didn't think that we would see Tony Price again because of the going into rehab. So I just don't know. I don't know how that will work. So, so he catches him up on all of the drama being messy, as usual. About the girl with the orange face, the Facebook post, King Kane, all of that good stuff. So we then cut from, I'm sorry, my nose itches. From them at the gym to King Kane and this photographer. Now, the photographer is fine. Let's start there. Big, juicy, my type of dude. I'm probably going to end up married to a man about this big, but I like them thick. So, um, it took about 6-7 minutes into the conversation before we got him saying his actual name, which was Justin O'Keefe. He seems to have a really good head on his shoulders. He wants to help the youth. Um, he seems to have a good platform um, as to showing children, going out and get your education. You don't have to be a drug dealer. You don't have to be a basketball star. You don't have to play a sport. Go to school, get your education, be a productive member of society, things of that nature. Just because that's all you see. Apparently, that's the East Texas. Just because that's all that you see doesn't mean that is the only way that it has to be, which is wonderful. Dear, I'm gonna write you a short love letter to the producers here at Chasing Dallas. Dear producers, I love y'all with all the fibers of my being, and there's a lot of them. Unless and until you can get some type of equipment that will cancel the noise from the wind, stop filming outside. Or film outside on a clear day. Don't go outside when clearly a tornado was about to happen because the winds are blowing at 700 miles an hour. That's all I'm going to say. I love y'all. It's all in love and peace and hair grease. Stop it. It's driving us crazy. We cannot hear. All we hear is that's all you hear. That's all you hear. I understand that y'all want to have different varieties of spaces to film in, but the outdoors, if you do not have sound canceling equipment where you can cancel out the wind, or I don't know if you are not miking the people who are outside, like it was 2 of them. I don't know, and I can't speak to the overhead cost for a reality show, but that would seem to be a good investment to make, is for mics with noise canceling to put onto your participants when they're outside having conversations so that we can hear clearly what is being said, because that gentleman had a lot of good things to say and some of it was blown away by the wind. Please stop. Thank you. So, Justin O'Keefe was talking to King Kane, and he appreciates him for being serious about his craft and what he wanted to do and paying up front. Like most small businesses and black-owned businesses, Justin spoke to people not wanting to pay for the services. They assume because you are black that you should give them a discount or give something for free 99. But no, this is not a passion project. This is how I pay my bills. Just like you go to work, and if they mess up your check, you gonna flip a table. He feels the exact same way. This is his work. This is what he does. He wants his money. And it's very simple, and I don't understand why people don't get that. How dare you? How dare you try to engage this man for his services, knowing this is his job and this is what he do, and you try and haggle and bargain down this man's prices. If you can't pay the prices, then either one, you talk to him and see if you can make a payment plan if you want to use his services that much, or you get somebody whose price you can't afford, whose product may not be as to the level that you want it. If you want quality, you have to pay for it. That's the beginning and the end of it. Of course, it's always lovely if you find a coupon code for something, and it's a nice surprise. I was thrilled when I got my Julius Place palette for 10% off with a coupon code. However, if I had to pay full price for it, then that's just what it was going to be. I don't understand. You don't go into Walmart talking about, let me get the hookup. Well, you probably do. You don't go to Nordstrom's talking about, let me get the hookup. You don't go into Nike talking about, let me get a hookup, let me get shoes for free 99. You pay whatever it is for them Air Force, the one, I don't know what, okay. I was going to go into sneakers, but I don't. The Air Force, the ones, the 11s, the 12s, the 13s. I don't even know if those are actual shoes. I just started naming things, but you know what I mean. So back to, I'm sorry, and I digress, and we're back in. So Justin is telling King Kane that he has a friend that he wants to do a project with him and King Kane. Her name is Alicia Melba, and she's called the Lawyer. She's a realtor and a lawyer, and she's actually trademarked that name, which is very smart. And they're going to do some type of project. I'm not exactly sure what it was. I don't know if Justin actually said what the project was actually going to be, just that he had someone that he wanted him to meet and for them to do this project. And I want to know if Justin is going to become, my lace is doing, oh, that's not even lace. That was just something in my hair. Oh, Father God. Okay. So Markel, Reese, and Wuda. Wuda is all over this episode, and indeed. So Wuda, Markel, and Reese meet again for another workout. This time again outside in the park. So clearly this is an important scene because a lot of stuff is happening, but we can't hear most of it, 90% of it. Why? Because again, no one is mic'd. The wind is blowing like crazy. We don't understand. You showed us some screenshots. I could barely see the screenshots to read them to see what was happening. Should have replaced them on the screen and put them full screen so we could read them. I could press pause. Okay. So all I know is somebody's accusing Charles of being homeless, sleeping on people's sofas. Apparently there's an allegation. There's an allegation against Reese G. I don't know what the allegation is. They never really clarified what the allegation was. If somebody knows, please put it down in the comments. Help me out. But I think this all goes back to Reese talking to Charles about, okay, so it was the ex of the ex, I think, who told Reese whatever was happening with the boy Charles was talking to. Reese goes to Charles and be like, I don't know if you know this, but X, Y, and Z about your little boo, blah, 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 blah. Charles then goes back, not to the boyfriend, but to the boyfriend's ex and said, this is what I heard, blah, 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 blah. The ex, knowing the only person he told was Reese G, then goes back to Reese G and be like, bitch, you're going to have to see me because you're running off at the mouth and nobody told you to say anything to anybody. And so there were Facebook posts made. Somebody was called fraudulent. I don't know, because it wasn't made specifically clear what is happening and what the allegations are. So confusion reigns. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. And it's making me crazy because I'm nosy and I need to know these things. Also, can we discuss who is your cameraman for this scene? Who is the cameraman for this scene? Why are we looking at the ground? Why do you keep dropping the camera? What is happening? What is going on? Who recorded the scene? What's happening with the production? What's going on? I don't understand. This is a lot. It's just a lot. It's a lot for something that's could be so important and so pivotal to what's happening, for the recording to be so poor. This is a reality show. If the scene wasn't working, if the scene wasn't working with the constraints that you were working with, where the location you were working in, as a reality show, switch locations. Have them go get a smoothie and sit inside the smoothie shop and have this conversation. Why are you... Clearly the quality is not great. The wind is blowing like crazy. You can barely hear what's being said. The cameraman is clearly trying to keep his blunt in his hand and not the camera because he keeps dropping it. I don't understand what's happening or what's going on, but it's not okay. This is how the episode ended. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand what's happening. I have so many more questions now than when I started. Apparently, there's going to be the altercation between Charles and Reese G next week. There's supposed to be some bonus content to come out today because the episode was late. So they're adding some bonus content. Hopefully it'll be an addendum that will add context to what is happening so we understand, we have a good grasp of what is happening and what's going on. And not a bunch of bull. Because I have a feeling it's gonna be some goofy. Like, I don't want that to be what it is. I want you to be like, okay, so for real, this is what's happening. This is the allegation. This is what it is. And this is the allegations. And now you caught up. In next week's episode, they gonna get into it. And now you already know, have your snacks ready. Because it's about to pop off. That's what I would like. I would like for it to be, even if it's Reese G. Okay, so here's what's, I know that it was kind of iffy, so nobody really understands what's happening and what the allegations are, what's being said, or da-da-da-da-da-da-da, because we are not getting this in real time. So apparently whatever was posted on Facebook or on Instagram has since been deleted, so we can't go back and look at it. We don't know who the username was to even be able to investigate, to figure out what is happening. If you could just fill us in so that we are on board. Also, that is what I wanted to say to you. I would just like to see, this is why I knew I liked Wuda Lee. Because Wuda Lee has that Cardi B Ebony spirit in him. Because when he said, when I see you, it is on sight. That means if I see you at the tavern, if I see you at church, if I see you at a funeral, when I see you, it's on sight. That's just what it is. That's what it's going to be. Run up and get done up. I'm just like, it just is what it is, y'all. I'm sorry I have a hurricane here. And it's all over the place. But I love y'all, and y'all know what it is. But yeah. I'm waiting. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm getting my review for American Horror Story together. Because I saw the first episode, and I'm all in. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Oh gosh. Markel's new book, I think, is coming out September 19th. I will put a pin post in comments with the name and when it's coming out, because he was lovely enough to put that in the comments. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I feel laying in makeup today, so we'll see what happens, and I will catch you guys in the next one.